Hello students, I am going to teach you about character of hazardous waste. Here is some information about hazardous waste. Students, this is chapter 3. About the chapter 3 is about characteristics of hazardous waste. Here hazardous wastes have different characteristics which include flammability or ignitability, corrosive, reactivity, toxic, biomagnifying, and so on. Of these, the first one is flammability. The flammability, it indicates that high potential or which vigorously or permanently affects human being or animals or environment. Such wastes have flash point less than 16 degrees Celsius. A solid waste that exhibits any of the following properties is considered as hazardous waste due to its ignitability. It is a liquid except aqueous solution containing less than 24% alcohol that has a flash point less than 16 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That is not a liquid, is capable under STP causing a fire through friction, absorption of moisture, spontaneous changes or oxidation. When the ignited burns too violently, that creates hazard. Unignitable compressed as per USA do not regulation, and oxidizer per do not regulation. A waste that exhibits the characteristics of ignitability have Environmental Protection Agency Waste Code of DO01. Example: solvent wastes, waste oil, alcohols, aldehyde, paint wastes, petroleum wastes, cleaning solvents, etc. They have high flammable or high ignitable. The next, we will try to see the next corrosively, which is corrosive. Now, characteristics of hazardous waste. One, the very important character is corrosive. That is the ability of the waste to cause skin or mucosal membrane damage in terms of may burners or erosion, dissolved or corrode metal surface. Okay, such waste have the pH between the range of 2.5 to 12.5 at normal temperature. Examples: acid sludge, battery wastes, coastal wastewater, alkaline cleaning water, rustes remover waste, etc. The solids that exhibit any of the following property considered hazardous due to its corrosivity. 1. It is a liquid and has pH less than or equals to 2 or greater than or equals to 12.5. It's a liquid or colored steel, which is at the rate greater than 0.25 inches per a year at 130 degrees. Waste that exhibits the character of corrosivity have a PR waste coded DO02. Reactivity is the third one. This reactivity, a solid exhibits any of the following property is considered as hazardous due to its reactivity. The normal, unstable, readily undergoes violent changes without detonation. It reacts violently with water. It forms explosive mixture with water. When mixed with water, it generates toxic gases like fumes or vapors. It is cyanide or sulfide bearing wastes, which when exposed or corrosive condition, they can generate toxic gases, fumes or vapors. It is readily capable of detonation or explosive reaction if it is subjected to strong initiating source of, or if it heated under confinement of the temperature. The reactivity of the hazard, it is forbidden explosive as defined 49 CRF, which is Federal Recovery of 173.5, or Class A explosive defined as 49 Federal Recovery 173.53, or Class B explosive defined as 49 Federal Recovery 173.88. With that exceed the reactivity character have EPA code DO03. Waste containing unstable chemicals are also in this category. Example, cyanide blending wastes, waste containing strong oxidizers such as chlorine, ozone, peroxide, permanganates, hydrochloric acid. The fourth one is toxicity. A waste that is likely to produce mass acute and chronic poisoning, long-term health effects like mutagenicity, teratogenicity, carcinogenicity. A solid that exhibit any of the following properties is considered hazardous waste due to its toxicity. That is, a sample of waste using toxicity characteristics leaching procedure, the extract from the representative sample of waste containing any of the contaminant listed in the table 1 at concentration equals to or greater than the respective value given in table 1. Waste exhibiting the toxicity characteristics have waste coded DO4042 DO43. For instance, here DO023 is found under range of these things, mind you. The other thing is effectivity. The waste who is potential cause of effectivity, like hepatitis B, medical waste containing microbial culture, pathological wastes, contaminated human blood and its product, sharps, skin-piercing object, contaminated animal wastes, contaminated exfoliant, and the secretions are the most example of for effectivity. The fourth one is radioactivity. Waste containing radioactive elements, such as mainly biomedical training and research, may be found here. The waste may include the following elements, like uranium, cobalt, platinum. Waste coded under EPA, for instance, ignitability type 1, DO01, corrosive type C, DO02, reactive waste type R, DO03. The last one is toxicity characteristics, leaching and the procedure, which is TCLP wastes type E, DO04. Coding hazardous, used for record keeping, notification and reporting. So this is important for what? For record keeping, notification and reporting. Coding hazard is very important. For instance, hazard waste numbers, like for non-specific, use F waste tables or F list, so that F lists are for or from non-specific source of hazardous waste. Example, halogenated solvent used to decrease equipment. For specific sources, use K waste table, so that K lists waste are from specific sources. For example, products wash water from production of dinitrotoluene via nitration of toluene. Specific source of hazardous wastes are They specifically identify industries such as wood preserving, petroleum refining, organic chemical manufacturing, pesticide, explosive, and laser tanning. Non-specific source hazardous wastes, which are produced in variety of manufacturing and industrial process, such as spent solvent in degreasing, treatment sludge from electroplating process, metal heat treating wastes, mineral metal recovery wastes, air emission scrubber sludges. Usual waste, this is the other example of hazardous waste, which is known as usual wastes, which is sometimes the universal. This includes commonly found in the workplace like battery, fluorescent lamps, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, thermometers containing mercury, used oil. So for record keeping and notification, the second one is discarded commercial chemicals. This type H use P waste table. P list wastes are accurate, which is acutely hazardous waste. They are not very toxic. They are not chronic. Type T, R, I, C use U waste tables. U lists wastes are toxic or chronic. For example, type of H, which is listed under type of H, like alcohol, ammonium, vanadate, arsenic acid, fluorine, nitric oxide, vanadium pentoxide, vanadium oxide, and so on. P lists chemicals also fairly common in the laboratory or in the labs. For type T, R, I, and C use U waste table. So U lists wastes are toxic wastes. They are not acute wastes. For example, U list common in laboratory includes acetone, benzene, phenol, toluene, ethyl ether. These are some examples for type T, R, I, and C. Student, this is the end for chapter 3. Thank you very much.